Hello, everybody, and we welcome you to our next segment in our 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm Jim Powers, Assistant Commissioner of the Sooner, and we're going to head down to Goodwell, Oklahoma, and visit with Panhandle State University and their new head coach, Mariah Wiltzius. Also joining us is one of her outstanding senior basketball players, Mariah Williams. And Mariah, we'll start off with you. Talk a little bit about how the off season has gone in the preseason, and especially the transition, new head coach coming in and starting to put some of her system into play for you guys this season.
I would say the preseason went really well. We had lifted 2 days a week and um, conditioned 2 days a week as well, plus full workouts and can okay, full workouts, and we had another day of conditioning and lifting as well. It went really well. I was really proud of the girls for not giving up and for can we start over?
Sure,
I'm
we
so
can start
sorry.
over. No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm
Just
nervous.
no, don't be nervous. It's all good. It's all good. So we'll just start right from the top, and we'll just have fun and relax. You don't have to go into a lot of details. Just whatever you want to say. That's totally cool. All righty. All right, cool. We'll start over again here in three, two, one. Hello, and we welcome you to our next segment here in our Sooner Athletic Conference 2024 Women's Basketball Media Day. I'm Jim Powers, Assistant Commissioner of the Sooner, and we're going to head over to Oklahoma and visit with our great friends over at Panhandle State. We'll get to chat with their first year head coach taking over the program, Mariah Wiltzius, and also an outstanding senior that's been with the program, Mariah Williams. And Mariah, obviously, some changes in the leadership, but I'm sure the preseason and some of the offseason workouts and getting to know coach and some of her system, it's gone really well for you guys.
The preseason went really well. I'm really proud of all the girls for not giving up. It was challenging at some times, but we all got through it. And the differences from this year to last year, we actually get to be with coach for the beginning of the season, so it's been really good. And
Talk a little bit about you as a leader. And I know, Coach, you're going to talk about her in a second, but I'm sure Coach has been leaning on you a little bit because you are a 4-year player that's been there for the Aggies. Talk a little bit about your leadership and how you're helping guide, this veteran group coming back, but also a lot of the, new players that are joining the program this year.
Um, I feel like I'm more of a leader by example, and I'm becoming more vocal this year, and I'm more good on one-on-ones with the girls and just letting them know that they can come to me whenever they need help and just keep them having a good mindset with everything. So,
Coach, talk a little bit about Mariah, what she's bringing for you in your first year taking over the program, and what she's brought to the table so far in the preseason.
Yeah, no, she's not wrong. She's definitely a leader by example for sure. So it's sometimes it's pulling teeth to get her to talk, but no, she's been really good. Last year transitioned her a lot into more of a point guard type role. She was a little more off the ball before I got her, so making her transition to that has kind of pushed her to be more of a leader because she has to be the one out there setting everyone up, making sure we get into what we need to get into offensively. So I think doing that kind of helped her. But she's great with the girls. They all know she knows what I like, so she can tell the incomers how to please coach sometimes too. So she does a good job.
What kind of things are you bringing to the Panhandle State program, Coach? And obviously, I don't want you to give away any of the secrets away and all that, but I'm sure you've got some things that you want to instill to get this program going in the right direction.
Yeah, no, not a whole lot of secrets because I still was here last year for the interim phase of the coaching.
Right.
But so there's definitely you're going to see the same defensive mindset of how we play. Last year, if you would have stopped probably 3 or 4 games at halftime, we would have won. But the game's 40 minutes, but it's because of how we defend. We're trying to hold teams below their average. And I think that's kind of my first stamp on this program is how we perform defensively. And then after that is we're very methodical, at least we were last year, of trying to give the girls a little more open mind creativity to be able to play basketball and not be robots, quote unquote. But yeah, just trying to get them push the ball, work the offense, let the offense do the work, and then be able to make some shots. But I think defensively is where our stamp is.
And Mariah, you've got to love that philosophy, especially on the offensive end, where you can be creative and a little bit more freedom into not only doing what you love to do, but also, being unselfish, getting that extra pass and getting everybody involved.
Yes.
And so, Coach, talk a little bit about your schedule. And when we dive into your non-conference schedule, some great matchups that's going to get you guys ready. You talk about playing, Garden City, in a game, Lamar Community College, and then York, and then Northern New Mexico College. Some great matchups there for you to get you ready for Sooner action.
Yeah, yeah, I set it up very particular way, I think, because the scrimmages early on are going to be needed. I brought in a lot of freshmen. With even the girls that are returning this year, it's still learning me, learning how I want to play. So we need the scrimmages to get the practice out there and see what we got. This past Saturday, we had our first one, and film tonight will be good to be able to sit down and watch it together and then turn around on Saturday and play Lamar and see how we can fix those things. And then, yeah, non-conference schedule-wise, once we get into real games, home opener against York, looking forward to that, to having them come down, and then going down to Plainview to play those two games is perfect right in our area as well. Makes it easy for us. So we're excited. We've definitely got some growing to do in these scrimmages, but that's why we planned it out that way.
Talk about maybe some of the other players that we're going to hear a lot about, Coach, throughout the year. I know it's just not going to be the Mariah show every night in and night out, but talk a little bit about some of the other players that we're going to see either on the stat sheet or on film throughout the season.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think returning wise, I think you'll see Heidi Rodriguez quite a bit. Seeing her play into her role as a 3-and-D type of player. But then we've also brought in a lot of new blood, new players. That have Mariah Gardner is a transfer junior college kid, but a lot of our freshmen too, Zamari Reese, Leah Carpenter. Um, they've really shown me a lot in these first 40 days, pretty much or so, of what I've had them. And even in the past scrimmage, you're going to see those names a lot. Another returner, Diana Santos, who's way more of a forward this year, is kind of switching roles and bringing her to a position that fits her better. So I'm excited. Those are probably the top names for us right now, along with Mariah, of course, of kind of our core girls as well. I don't want to forget Jemiah Clay. She's our defensive maniac out there. So she's going to be big for us too. So, and she knows it. So, yeah.
And the Sooner this year, Coach, and you got a glimpse of it last year a little bit, but this year, this conference is as deep as I've seen it. And you could get any given night that somebody's going to knock somebody off. Talk a little bit about the Sooner and just how really, really good we are. And I think we're one of the best women's basketball, conferences in the NAIA.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. We are. This conference, it just got deeper too with adding Ozarks, especially on the women's side. Really good program. Played against them when I was a GA at William Woods, so a little familiar with them. So I know she's been there a while, their head coach. That's another good program stepping in. So 6 of the 13 teams now went to the national tournament last year. So that's pretty much all you need to know is a lot of those girls are back. A lot of those teams, a lot of new coaches in this league this year now, which I think will be interesting to see kind of their own twists on it, but it's still going to be the same Sooner. So it's going to be tough, but I'm ready.
And Mariah, how does it feel for you to be able to compete against some of the top players, not only in the Sooner Athletic Conference, but also in the country that play here in the Sooner?
Oh, I'm really excited to go out there and compete. I think playing against them, it just makes us better, and I'm just really excited to go out.
And how much fun is it to play in the environment there, in your facility, which is a terrific facility? the community support, the university support, Mariah. It's just got to be so much fun to get out there and play in front of those fantastic fans.
Oh yeah, it's really fun. And we have fans who show up every time for us, so it's really nice.
And coach, for you, it's got to be great to be immersed into the community, and especially there. It's the only game in town, so to say. So people love basketball, especially Aggie basketball.
Yep, yep, you got it. We're the show in town. If there's an OPSU event, basketball specifically, people are showing up, which is great. So then it's on us to just give them a good product of competitive basketball, staying respectable every single night, and yeah, hoping they continue to come out. And I'm sure they will. I know they've already been talking about our home opener on the 31st of October here, so we're getting ready.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to see you guys out on the court this year, and it's going to be a lot of fun to follow. Thanks so much for the time, and have a great season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I'd like to thank our great friends down at Panhandle State University joining us here on our media day. Their head coach, Maria Wiltzius, and also Mariah Williams joining us as well. A terrific basketball player. You got to watch her play. She's a lot of fun to watch. So it's going to be great to follow the Aggies throughout the season. When we come back, we'll continue to talk to our great coaches and our great student athletes right here on the 2024 Sooner Athletic Conference Women's Basketball Media Day.